Welcome to my social innovative idea, Lost and Found. The three major problems I want to address is first the gap of interactions between the younger and the older generations in our community. Here I'm focusing on the Chinese community second-generation immigrants, specifically their lack of understanding of the Chinese culture, Chinese heritage, and their cultural identity. The second problem I'm addressing is the prevalence of social isolation among older adult residents living in long-term care homes. Lastly, I want to address the broader social issue of ageism. The three major impacts of this program will be first, to create opportunity and space for intergeneration communication. Second, for the younger and older generation to foster positive attitudes of each other and connect in meaningful ways. And lastly, the broader social goal is to disrupt ageist beliefs, attitudes, and stigma. So what exactly is the innovative solution? Marshall Foundation is a non-profit organization that provides programs and services to the elderly and to the young in response to the needs of Canada's culturally diverse communities. This foundation has 4 long-term care home centers located in the Toronto downtown region, Richmond Hill, Stouffville, and Scarborough. This foundation also has 3 Chinese school campuses for children and youths to learn Chinese language, Chinese culture, and the Chinese heritage. I will be developing a pilot program in the Marshall Foundation with the goal to bridge the existing programs targeted towards the long-term care home residents and the children and youth groups attending the Chinese school. The goal is for the younger generation to get exposure to the Chinese culture, heritage, and cultivate cross-cultural awareness and develop their cultural identity. For the long-term care home residents, is to encourage and empower them to share their lived experiences, memories, and stories. It can also reduce their social isolation and enhance their overall well-being. This program will occur bi-weekly in one of the long-term care homes within the foundation. The residents, children, youth can engage in recreational activities such as playing music, instruments, singing, creating arts, cooking, gardening, and playing games. Long-term relationships will develop over the course of the program. In terms of financial strategies, I will be partnering with the Marshall Foundation to cover for the transportation fees, activity fees, and the activity space. In terms of human resources, I will collaborate with the foundation to recruit volunteers, existing staffs, and interested funders. I will be partnering with the Practicum Office in our faculty to create opportunities for students to gain experience in working with children, youth, families, and older adults. The program will be assessed yearly to evaluate its impact, goals, and outcomes. Evaluation at the individual level includes feedbacks from the residents, children, youth, and their family. For example, after the program, do the residents feel less isolated and less lonely compared to when they first started? Do the residents feel a stronger sense of belonging and demonstrate an overall well-being and mental health? Was there an overall reduction in depression and anxiety symptoms? For the children, youth, and their family, do they report more connected to their cultural and ethnic origin? Do they feel more connected to the older adults and demonstrate a better confidence in their communication skills in the Chinese language? At the program level, we can evaluate the participation and dropout rates over the years and whether there's more funding and donations for the program over the years. We can also evaluate whether more programs were created to promote intergeneration interactions in the foundation or across other organizations. We can also see whether there is more intergeneration communication in the organization itself. Furthermore, we can evaluate the participation rate for volunteers in similar programs. We can also evaluate whether more young professionals are entering the gerontology labor market. Finally, we want to evaluate at a societal level whether there's more intergeneration communications, whether there's more respect, valuing, caring for older adults, and overall whether there's less ageist views and attitudes toward the older adults in our community. This is the end to my social innovative idea, Lost and Found. Thank you for listening.
Created using Powtoon.